All right. Well, speaking of games, we're going into the first match
get this
here
one going
in a moment. Until then, we're gonna let you guys take a look at the standings between these two teams.
It's
Like we
close.
said, Toronto so far only lost one game, but Carleton University is undefeated. So
Toronto is a returning powerhouse, but we got how did
Carleton did good last year too.
and
Both
yeah
teams are good.
this North actually the North Division top 3 is scary, and that's not to count Ryerson and Western out either. With Carleton, Carleton, McMaster, and UT.
Yeah,
I want to see. Let's see if we can get some Dota going. Let's look at those standings.
So what do you think here? This is got to be probably, I don't know, probably some of the best teams we've seen in the league. But,
I mean, they're Canadian. Of course, they're going to be the best.
Very, very, very true. So let's go ahead and take a look. Carleton, who did Toronto lose to? Let's see. I'll be able to pull that up here in just a second.
Well, according to my research, Ryerson Esports.
Yeah, they lost to Ryerson Esports. Now,
I mean, not to count Ryerson out. Oh, they didn't show. They no-showed.
Oh, they no-showed. Toronto no-showed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toronto.
Well, that's something else then. That's something else.
They were probably too busy complaining about their less than an inch of snow and maybe like a bus driver. I don't know what they do in Toronto.
All right.
Paying a lot of money for food or something.
Well, fair enough. Give us just a moment. We'll be right back with game number 1.
Let's do it. See you guys soon.
Dire team ban.
All right, so here we are. We're back. Game number 1.
I like how they're going quickly through the bans because they know, like, they either because it tells me two things. Like, first of all, it tells me the teams are prepared, and you know that because they either are banning heroes that are going to stop the strategy that one of the team wants to ban, like they want to ban the heroes that are going to mess up the strategy they have, or they've scouted the other team and they know what heroes the other team likes to play. Either way, I'm happy. It's a win-win for me. When you can see bans like this coming out, the team came in prepared. They're not. If you go to reserve time on like your first ban, I'm always just like, what are you like? Did you just rolled out of bed and showed up for the match? Like, you should kind of have a plan there. Yeah. I feel like, usually you shouldn't really be going.
No, I 100% agree. When when I was in CSL, like that was something we definitely did. We knew every game we were gonna play what our opening bans were gonna be, what heroes that we should look for. So it's not surprising to see teams do the same thing.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
What do you think so far on the bans? Kind of a little bit interesting. I think for the most part, these are pretty fitting. Terrorblade, Morphling, and PL all banned. These three really, like, 3 of the best carries.
Even
in
the Necrophos you can kind of put in that of like just another, like, I mean, he's not as much, but what stands out to me were the heroes we didn't mention. The Panda and the Pugna. Those guys kind of like to disrupt people.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see why Carleton banned them, and we should likely see here by okay, well, that's classic Centaur. He's been getting a lot of attention. Look at U of T Insta.
Yeah, I think Phoenix is a great pick against the Centaur, and there's the Axe. So honestly, these 3 heroes I think have been the entirety of the first ban or the first pick ban phase, right? Like, this is what you were seeing in almost every game: is Phoenix, Axe, Centaur in the first series. We'll probably see an Ogre Magi, maybe a Bane.
If there wasn't an Axe, there's a Centaur. If there's not a Centaur, there's an Axe. If one team gets one, the other team gets the other.
Yeah.
I think Phoenix Axe is a stronger opener though. I feel like I prefer Centaur slightly more than Axe. Both can initiate. Axe has the BKB Pierce, but Centaur has the reinitiate or the runaway button, which I find is usually a bigger deal. But Phoenix combos very well with Axe. And Phoenix has his laning presence and his teamfight presence. I think, but Centaur to run away from Phoenix, I don't know. This is just such like there's a reason this is such a classic opener, because like there's so much back and forth between these heroes already, and there's only 3 heroes picked.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, these heroes make for great team fights too, and some great like kind of clutch plays right from both teams. Axe being definitely one of those heroes in Dota 2. And Centaur with the Stampede can set up some really, really nice ganks. So
right. And just, yeah. All right, what are we going for pick number 2?
Vengeful
Vengeful. Okay,
Spirit.
another stun. Pretty aggressive hero. Insta Stormban, too.
Yeah, it's possible Toronto has like a pretty high-skilled mid player that they're trying to get rid of. Oh, and there goes Arc Warden. That's a hero that just came out of nowhere in the recent major, correct? Like, he wasn't something that was super popular or picked that often, but we saw it here in CSL.
I mean, if you want to... He's like the... He's like Morphling, where you just put Arteezy on him, and then it's a brand new hero.
Yeah.
You might as well start him off with like a Divinery, because those are player heroes. You're picking for the player. You're not picking the hero, I feel like. And if you have a Morphling player and you have an Arc Warden player, let them play their hero.
Let them shine. Yeah, it's interesting.
Especially Arc Warden is the counterplay is hard because you don't see him all the time.
Yeah, I think that's one of the
being played correctly.
I think that's one of the strongest aspects of that hero in CSL potentially is that he's not played very much at all, and so when you do see him played by someone who is like an arc spammer and at a high level, and then suddenly your entire team's like, I've played like 4 games against this hero, like what do we do?
Yeah, that's what a lot of the CSL comes down to.
Ooh, the Dazzle. All right.
Axe counter picked up. The Axe lane counter.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think Dazzle is so good. He also has
his level 1 is crazy. Have you seen his poison touch? Like, people think you can fight Dazzle at level 1, but I feel like Dazzle just beats everyone out of lane at level 1.
Yeah, I mean, especially a hero like Axe, right? He just puts a poison touch on you. He'll just click you over and over again until you are forced to back.
Yep. And that's some counter initiation there, right? If Axe gets caught or something, the same way Centaur can Stampede to help you out, Dazzle can be arranged for the shallow grave. And we're actually going to reserve time for Carleton. Very quick with the bans, but they're taking their time with the picks.
Yeah, they definitely have.
Maybe
it took a while in the event.
What do you think about the Weaver ban? Are they concerned that it's a support Centaur? Is Centaur usually ran 3 or 4?
You can safe lane Weaver. Against the Axe. So I'm wondering if that was maybe their thought, but Centaur has been played as a 4 sometimes, but I just don't think it's that good.
It seems, I don't know if they would pick both Centaur and Weaver.
Juggernaut.
There's a Juggernaut.
Okay, I think that's a great pick. This gives them kill potential on the Axe, right? They have the Vengeful Spirit, Magic Missile into that Blade Fury, so good combo, pretty solid.
Juggernaut can also spin and hit the egg.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Juggernaut can also get Berserker's Called out of his spin. Not out of, but during spin.
During spin, correct.
And there's another hero that's not really scared of spin.
Yeah, Ursa.
I love the Ursa and Juggernaut interaction because Juggernaut spins and Ursa just fights through it. Like they just battle each other, no defense.
Ursa just devours him. He just presses W,
it
just clicks him down. Ursa also great in lane, gets Centaur, so it's also kind of a deny pick too. You could run an Ursa in the lineup of Carleton, and it's really good against the Phoenix. But looks like they snag it up for themselves. I'm surprised Carleton didn't pick it up instead of the Juggernaut, if I'm honest.
Yeah, Ursa feels good. Thing is, Ursa, I like how Ursa's been being played, where he's not necessarily like your win condition carry. He's like a space creator, like an insane pressure applier. Because if Ursa's near one of your teammates, you have to react. You can't let him be there. Like, if that teammate doesn't have a mobility spell, you need to use your Force Staff on him or your Glimmer, or you need to use your stun on the Ursa. You need to do something. You can't let Ursa be beside your team. So Ursa puts a lot of pressure on people to react in a very short period of time. And I think that's where mistakes are made is applying pressure to people and having, trying to make them react like that. I really like Ursa in that way, but now it means that U of T, to me at least, it seems they have to pick their win condition with their last pick.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can get behind that. They did find last ban Tiny.
Last ban? Wow, we've been seeing him like first phase.
Yeah, a little interesting. And then the Invoker ban. So maybe they could run a Huskar.
Look at the lockdown on both teams.
Yeah.
Centaur stun, Magic Missile, Arrow versus Poison Touch, Berserker's Call.
Yeah. But U of T
Poison Touch doesn't even count as like a real lockdown either.
Yeah, but the thing is, Toronto has so much damage right now that they have a ton of damage, and I think Carleton.
They need to be the aggressors though. They don't want to get caught on the back foot, even with a. Well, even they have a Dazzle and a Phoenix. It's not terrible for them to get initiated on.
Meepo.
Oh baby!
Oh,
look at this, more lockdown
boy.
too. I love it. I'm feeling Carl. I don't even care. I don't care what U of T picks. Ember Spirit? Is it? Does Ember Spirit work? No.
Ember Spirit.
He gets owned by Arrow, I think, and by
I
Centaur.
mean, he gets
and by all
rooted
the
by
stuns.
Meepo, and he just.
Look at all that lockdown.
I don't know. You want to? Can you run an Ember Spirit here? I think you run like something to push early and be aggressive. Like Dragon Knight could be good.
Is Dragon Knight enough though? Like they have no fast damage after like once it comes down to right clicks. Like they're all spells on or yeah, like I guess I don't know. Or, maybe I love the Stampede too. That helps Meepo so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
Because
does.
like what do they do when they Stampede? It's only Berserker's Call. They need lockdown, they need a counter to Meepo, and they need a win condition. I think they might have just gone out draft. Make me hold my words though.
Okay, that's actually really good.
It's got lockdown.
This Monkey King is such a good pick.
But Monkey King is not a hero that likes being focused. So this is going to be on Ursa to apply pressure to other parts of the map, on Axe to get initiation, and Phoenix I think is going to have to egg at the start of every fight to make sure that like there's obvious synergy's obvious, right? Like Wukong's command on top of egg.
Yeah, the egg isn't very safe though with the Mirana and Juggernaut. I think if Meepo gets off to a good start, I would predict Carleton to win, but this Monkey King v Meepo matchup is gonna absolutely destroy this Meepo.
I'm feeling Carleton. I see what U of T could do, but it's like everything needs to go right. Like I feel like Wukong's command has to have the egg in the middle of it, so that they have to play together. But is Phoenix really going to be egging on top of the Monkey King? Like maybe if Axe gets a big initiation, but
yeah, I'm actually gonna go with Toronto on this one. I think this Meepo is just gonna be too weak in the mid game to make the space that he needs in split push, and I think Toronto is going to win these lanes. And I think if they do that, if they win at least 2 of their lanes,
they gotta win the lanes.
Yeah, and I think if they win the lanes, I think it's too hard for Carleton to come back.
Yeah, I think I agree with you in the sense we'll see how the lanes go. U of T needs to man up in the lanes. They can't even just be passive in the lanes because I feel like what does Carleton need? They need a Blink Dagger on Centaur, and he's good. Vengeful doesn't even really need anything. Arguably, Mirana just needs to hit an arrow. Juggernaut, we'll see how he builds. There's a couple different ways he can build, but with Healing Ward as well. My biggest concern is like when you look at the team fight, what if U of T uses all their spells and then they just run away with Centaur?
And my biggest concern was if that game was gonna start. I was getting a little worried.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, but yeah, I feel you.
Because like if they reset the fight, they don't have any big cooldowns with Stampede. All right, well, shall we do our classic introductions?
Oh, you know it. I'm gonna start minimap. What? I don't have a minimap.
My minimap is someone went into Photoshop and learned how to do bevel and boss.
Okay, well, seems good. There is no minimap. But let's start with introducing.
Wait, is Roshan flying for you? Like he's standing on top of his cave.
Oh my
like,
god, he is.
He's floating off the ground.
What?
And the towers are too.
And
the shrine is. Okay.
What? I can't even click the minimap. It doesn't take you anywhere.
Oh, mine does.
Mine takes me
Maybe,
somewhere, but not in the right place. Oh no!
Well, let's talk about the players here. What are they up to?
Yeah, let's start with the players. Let's talk about Mirana.
Tell me about Mirana.
Mirana, played by Zor. We got the Juggernaut bottom, played by Odin. DS Bro playing this Centaur in the off lane. We have Jade playing this Vengeful Spirit, and Meepo played by Anne.
quickly for the Dire boys, supporting them is Eliza with an A on Dazzle. Then we have Monkey King, Magnus Carlson, who is a power lifter. We have Axe being played by YZC, because it's a Canadian team, it's not YZC. GGW on Phoenix, and Ursa, the pressure is by Red Eyes, the furious red-eyed bear.
This Centaur gonna take out the poison, potentially? Whoa, he gets a tango just in time and survives.
Axe Dazzle lane. Whoa, yikes.
Yeah, Axe Dazzle. That is gonna be gross.
Well, so the lanes is what we need to focus on. U of T have to pull their weight in the lanes. They can't let this Meepo take over because he is the snowballer of all snowballers.
Well, Toronto just got a D-ward bottom, which is really nice, and that should help them out a little bit.
I think Miranda missed her arrow top. She hit a melee creep, which I'm not sure what that's what she wanted to do. I don't know. Well, this is weird with the map. It's hard to like tell what's going on. Well, so what are we gonna expect here? So it's the Battle Hunger build on Axe. So he's gonna want to throw that to like just cause a lot of pressure, and then actually with Dazzle.
Replay from last patch.
Yeah, this is
Oh is that some background commentary?
Yeah, we had a little surprise visit from BSJ.
Oh, do you see the Frondillo for Axe?
Yeah, I do. It's flying around the map, dude.
Dude, how much money do you have to pay to get the flying unlock?
I think you had to get level 9,000 to get the flying.
I heard you had to get over 9,000.
Yeah, oh, you're probably right.
Well,
well, let's just take a quick look at last hits here. Meepo somehow tying this mid lane Monkey King, and I actually have no idea how that's possible.
So is it expected that Monkey King just beats Meepo out of lane? Like he just hits him and like Meepo can't fight back because of Jingu?
I mean, Meepo, like, in order to secure last hits, has to poof. So you're like guaranteed to get the attacks off.
Yeah.
So it's all interesting. I'm surprised Meepo is doing so well in that lane. But if we look, Toronto actually top 3 of the CS right now. Gosh, I like keep looking at the mini map to try and like see where heroes are, and they're like
exactly.
It's like
where are you in lane? Well, I don't know. You're in the great part. My stun goes on Ursa bottom, but it's just to save the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
It looks like Ursa and Phoenix are doing a better job than Vengeful and Jug. To be expected. Melee core trying to go into lane against Ursa. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah. This is what we've been seeing like more and more is just off lane Ursa, and just because he is so strong in his lane, you put him with as a bruiser, especially against any melee core, he just tends to win the lane.
Yeah, put a melee hero against him. What are you gonna do? Like he has a great time. He is easy to last hit when no one's contesting him. It looks like Monkey King's just resorted to using his Boundless Strike to interrupt poofs to stop Meepo's CS, but it's not working. Meepo has 19 CS.
Yeah, Meepo's doing great. Actually, bottom Phoenix. I might find this kill on the Vengeful Spirit. One more Fire Spirit.
Damage. That looks like
first blood.
Feels
dives
good.
To safety.
And now Odin just has to continue watching Ursa. So Ursa's gonna start taking off here. Actually, Ursa with 11 denies most in the game.
Yeah, so this is what we talked about. Toronto, if they win their lanes, this could be pretty hard for Carleton to come back from. Good start to the off lane for sure, but
yep. Well, Axe is doing well. Monkey King's doing well, but Meepo's doing the best. But the thing is, all 3 lanes are going fine for Toronto. Actually, maybe a kill picked up top. No, Miranda will make it away unless Dazzle can sneak in. But I think Miranda has vision, doesn't she? Yes, she does. She'll heal up. Dazzle's going to take some creep damage. I don't think they'll get this kill. Oh,
Dazzle has poison touch again, but isn't going to use. Oh, he is opting to use it. Actually, takes an arrow. Starfall.
Look at the dot damage though she takes.
Yeah, she's dead.
Both dots on her. Oh my god, that's so much damage.
Ah, great wraparound there from the Dazzle.
Centaur takes over mid.
Centaur is in mid now.
Does he fare better against Monkey King?
No,
I feel like he just gets bullied, doesn't he?
Not at all.
He has to pressure.
He's just here for experience now that the Meepo can just jungle. That's pretty much their play here, is to have the Meepo jungle, win kind of that XP battle between these 2 teams, and maybe stabilize their lanes a little bit. But this Juggernaut is so far behind.
Which Juggernaut? There's a Juggernaut. Oh, here he is.
Oh, there's a Juggernaut. Yeah. No, you gotta feel bad. Like he's so far behind. It's gonna be really difficult for him to kind of recover in this lane, especially with an Ursa who and just run him down with these phase boots.
Arrow comes out. I'm gonna miss top. And did Meepo get it? Meepo got it. Meepo's getting caught out though. Is there a mid player gonna die for this? No. No Berserker's Call. He just takes it away back to the jungle. For the stack of food. What, question for another game. Now, Ursa's sneaking up on Juggernaut in the bottom, looking at the easy camp. He's gonna enrage, chases him down. Just gonna spin away. Ursa's taking a lot of damage, but Juggernaut can never fight him. And there's no stun. They're gonna pop
he pops the Sal.
They're gonna be able to kill anyone though. Ursa's used a lot of his damage. Phoenix has used all his spell. Ursa goes down to Meepo.
Yeah. A little too much aggression.
And Monkey King actually came for that fight for some reason without bound the strike up.
Yeah.
I think that was a waste of time. What was he gonna do? Auto attack?
Phoenix
Actually Monkey King has Wraith Bands.
Gonna find this Vengeful Spirit again.
Oh,
That's
man,
twice,
poor
just
Venge.
dying to the burn.
This Phoenix is styling. Got the Tranquils.
Tranquils is so nice. Like once you have Tranquils on that hero, your game is so much easier as a Phoenix.
Because of the health cost on the spell. Look at both dots on Mirana again. Oh, she just. Oh my god, her
That
health
spin
pool
might
just-
be the death of her. 40
She's
health.
dead,
Throws
she's
the
dead.
arrow.
She has to get it.
Oh, dies.
She needed to get a last hit with that arrow.
Yeah, she knew it. It was a good idea, but Axe tanked
A little
it.
bit too late. Now, Phoenix has found both cores for Carleton.
I mean, he's just
But he's just
soaking
gonna
this
mess with
experience from Meepo, right?
Meepo still gets the CS though, because
Oh,
he just
yeah.
poofs. Is Phoenix dead? Could Meepo could turn this, can't he?
He does have dive, but Centaur could make it very difficult.
Now we're gonna see Juggernaut come top, find a Dazzle who's higher level than him. Arrow hits on Axe who's level 6, he might just chop them. Axe is twice the level of Juggernaut, and actually Ursa and poor Vengeful again.
Yeah,
That was
this
just
Venge
under
having
power,
a
too.
rough game. I mean, he's level 6 now, so he just pops the W, presses his ult,
Yep.
runs her down.
Yeah, Vengeful died with stun off of cooldown. So like that's gotta say something about how fast he died. Now Meepo shows up top, they want this Axe. This is the kill they really need this kill. Axe is very scary. Gets the first net. TP out, second net. Miss micro, I guess. No second net.
Does net stop TP?
I believe so, because Meepo will hold people down instead of killing them. Like in the late game, they'll just perma-stun you.
Yeah, I couldn't remember, because I know a while back it used to, but I don't know if it does anymore. So that's something I will have to see the interaction
I
on.
believe it does break.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I would see a lot more people teleport away from Meepos.
Okay.
Well, now it looks like Carleton's just trying to figure out what they can do with their cores. Everyone but
I
Meepo's
mean, they
having a
see
tough
the
time.
Monkey King, but I don't know.
Meepo has more CS than his entire team put together.
Yeah, he's... Oh my gosh, you're right.
You can
Juggernaut
include the
actually,
designs.
just level 3. Aquila.
And now Axe on top too. They're chasing him again. Oh, mid dunk this hoot stomp and the double edge. Axe will go down for that. He just sees Miranda and he sees food now.
Juggernaut showing up to get that sweet experience.
Vengeful gets found in the jungle now. Oh no, not again.
Fire Spirits is up, but he sees the Meepo, so he's out of here. He's get out of here.
This is the net. Yeah. Look at that site. There is a sentry on top of the.
And comes Monkey King. Counter strike. This Meepo is definitely dead here.
Yep. Phoenix takes the last hit.
Killing spree on your position or Phoenix.
Meepo's CS looks great, but he needs to not. It's not winning. CS isn't going to win the game, and actually Ursa overtakes Meepo in CS.
Okay, speaking of Ursa bottom, he just pops overpower and he's running for his life now. He might have bit off a little bit more than he can chew. He does have enrage. Ooh, they don't find him.
Oh my god.
They don't
What a
see him.
good juke. Tower? No, they're going to get their 9.
So it is 9. Oh, Phoenix? Is he coming though? Where's Phoenix? But that is not
Meepo
what
wants to
I
make a move on Axe top. He's sneaking behind him. He has 3 Wraith Bands to Monkey King's 1. 2 Wraith Bands. There's the missed net. Second net hits. Double poof. With the spin. Healing Ward comes out. Axe is going to claim the 75 gold bounty. He uses Battle Hunger to get movement speed, and they didn't have enough damage.
Yeah, he's fine. Juggernaut, he knows if he even shows up, we'll just get immediately immediately Culling Blade, so he has to.
And now Monkey King's going in on the Meepo. One hit on each. There's the Boundless Strike. Dazzle's here, slows both with the Battle Hunger, slowing the back Meepo. Very low health.
He's got a lot of dots on him.
Battle Hunger might get him.
You should go.
Both dots.
Yeah.
Both those dots. Dude, how much damage does
Let's see, did Dazzle max? He's got 2 points in Poison Sting, 4 points in Battle Hunger, though. He has no taunt. These 4 points in Battle Hunger, it's so much damage.
40
you have per second? That's crazy.
Well, now Mirana's getting ganked by a Phoenix somehow. Yeah. Here comes Ursa, level 9. Okay. Mirana, no TP. Phoenix breaks the trees. Ursa's on top of him, clawing it up, stacking.
That's another hero.
Yeah, there was a Mirana bottom lane. And now Monkey King on mid. There's a stun going on him, but no, nothing's going to come of it. That's a level 4 Vengeful against a level 9 Monkey King.
Yeah. It looks like, I mean, Toronto is... They've got a 7,000 gold lead at 10.
Oh, Monkey King gets caught out, but doesn't matter.
Stampede?
Double Boundless Strike. He's a little bit low. Dazzle's here, though. Dazzle has 1 point in Great. He's
immediate egg.
He's going for it. There's the Spring. The Centaur goes down. Monkey King and Ursa meet up to chase down Meepo. He's just going to run away, which is pretty much all he's been doing the last couple minutes.
Yeah, so this is looking so good for Toronto. 8,000 gold lead. This Ursa, Axe, and Monkey King core all doing so well.
You could say that they needed to do well in lane, and they're doing well. Actually, Mirana just gets half her health taken out.
She has one leap, but she's got to be really careful, actually.
No way this hits, right?
She's leaping.
Yeah, good leap, good leap. Perfect. She had to leap over unpassable terrain, or else she dies there.
Like I said, the Meepo kind of did all right in mid, but he retreated to jungle, and I think he knows the reason he has to is because at some point that Monkey King will just start destroying him in the lane. The Boundless Strike, the Jingu stacks, like the Meepo can't really contest, and he doesn't do enough damage to really fight up on the Monkey King. So Meepo jungles, you throw your Centaur in mid, making your off lane just that much weaker.
But he's not even a real laner; he's just watching.
Yeah.
So, look at Carleton can't even go into a lane. You have Axe cutting soloing waves in one lane. You have Ursa soloing waves in another lane. They have 4 heroes mid, and they're still scared to show up. Obviously, Toronto played it safe there, and they lost the deny. But even when Monkey King was standing there hitting the tower, the 4 heroes were just letting him do it. Phoenix wants to keep making plays, even without egg.
Got a good deep ward there, so he knows that there's 3 heroes there, so he's not trying to do anything super aggressive.
Boundless Strike.
Oh my god, that's a double damage Boundless Strike.
See ya.
Juggernaut just gone. That Boundless Strike did like 600 damage. How much was that?
That's too much damage.
783.
Yep.
That's gone. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. That's a support Juggernaut.
Yeah, I mean,
how are we looking on net worth core-wise here? Well,
top 3, all the Toronto.
Are you sorting your net worth? Oh no, it just says all 3. Actually, we're gonna have a fight going. Axe reveals his blink with a kill on the Mirana. Only 172 gold. He's so far ahead. And then they do the aggressive fortification to push the tower. Very easy game for Toronto so far. Monkey King leaves. He knows he doesn't want to be here. He wants to show up for this top battle.
Yeah.
Monkey King misses. TP out from Meepo.
Ursa also has his Blink Dagger.
And has it been revealed yet?
I don't think so. So unless he's using the mid fight, but this is Roshan for him, right? Like, there's no way that Carleton can contest this. And if they try, they're gonna go down to a Monkey King Axe, plus a Phoenix Egg. I don't think there's any way to contest this.
Look at Monkey King's ult.
He hasn't leveled it. Doesn't need it.
He's just here to battle. He's just here to use the Monkey King bar. He doesn't even need his ult to win this game, is what he's saying.
Is this Ursa? Okay, there he goes. Gets his enrage, and he'll take down Roche now.
I would hope. How embarrassing if he died. I mean, this is flying Roshan.
There it is, level 12. Without Aegis. And the supports of Toronto just roaming through the enemy jungle, seeing what they can find. Where are we with this Meepo? Level 10. Almost has his Blink Dagger.
Meepo is behind Axe, Monkey King, and Ursa. Ursa by 2 levels, Axe and Monkey King by 1. Meepo is a hero that's supposed to be the highest level in the game. That's his mechanic. Actually, bottom lane, Vengeful gets caught out, but the Moonlight Shadow saves him. In the meantime, Monkey King is being followed by Juggernaut at top shrine. We're going to see Centaur show up. Monkey King has Wukong's command. There's the stomp, double edge to follow. I think Monkey King's going to get taken out.
That's a great kill.
They use the Omni Slash too.
It's worth it, and the thing
they needed that.
Yeah, it's not like he's going to be using this Omni Slash again anytime soon. He's not trying to fight the enemy team. He just wants to secure the kill, send the gold his way, right? But he pulls up only 323 gold, which is kind of surprising. But the experience is the big win there. 930 for his whole team.
Oh,
so.
And Ursa actually courageous enough to snake the top bounty rune right in front of Meepo. Axe is invisible top. He wants someone else to show up and he can kill this Vengeful, or maybe he kills it on top of creeps. He just goes for it. Dazzle's coming in.
I think the Dazzle
Magic Missile gonna buy Vengeful some time. She has to TP out. Is there gonna be a weave for vision? No, Dazzle doesn't have it. They see her. She juked back. There's the spring. Monkey King's gonna. Oh! Almost a slick move, but not slick enough.
Yep. It was a good attempt, really.
Just trying
I don't
to
know what
time.
else you can try there. Mirana, actually.
Followed up by an immediate smoke. Actually, Dazzle and Axe are hungry. They're taking this double dot duo to the Radiant side of the map.
Yeah, these two are doing so much work this game. They have a lot of damage between the two of them, and they're finding kills pretty much everywhere.
And look, with Ursa showing in lane, this is not suspicious at all. They have, I think, a pretty decent chance they'll find someone if they go the right way. Another half health Juggernaut, please. He's gonna see him. Axe is gonna see him. Axe knows. Here we go. Call. He has the healing ward. Instantly kills it. Puts the battle hunger on him. Chop him. He's gone.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is. They're making such good rotations. This Juggernaut unable to farm pretty much anywhere at this point. And then Mirana actually making an aggressive play. He gets the shallow grave.
There's the leap. Kite. There's the stampede with the vision. Fantastic plays. He can be able to survive. Chops him. 15 HP. And Meepo's just forced to farm the weak camp.
And they get the 2D wards. You know, they get the sentry and the ward there.
Ursa actually caught out bottom. He's getting very aggressive. Stun number 1, stun number 2. But that's only his first life.
And he has
respawning again. No mana.
No wave of terror. Just cancel that blink. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Oh, TP in from Meepo though. Ursa runs away. They have vision on him because the creep is very quick.
And your Meepo is now gone. That great call by the Axe there, and Moonlight Shadow going to come out and should stop the aggression. Well, Axe does take an arrow. In comes Phoenix though, and do they find this Mirana?
They got some damage for her, but she's pretty sneaky. Actually, Phoenix has to egg here. What's he doing? Phoenix just died for a Mirana.
The Phoenix death there was questionable.
I don't think he was watching his health.
The thing is, though, Phoenix died to the tower without taking any damage from an enemy hero, so he just dies to the enemy team, which means that the Radiant only get 25 gold each for that kill. They actually got nothing out of his death. The only thing Mirana got was the experience, which was a lot. She had 741 experience, but no gold.
I mean, interesting play, we'll say.
Yeah.
Well, the University of Toronto is set up here. Axe Dazzle will push, Monkey King and Ursa are on the trees.
I mean, this Phoenix has eclipsed your Juggernaut in net worth now. He went Midas, so you're going to be seeing, like, if this does go late, it's just going to be that much more difficult. You're going to have a very farmed Phoenix, and Phoenix with items can turn fights, and she picks up that Aghanims, maybe. She picks up like a Shiva's Guard.
I think it just offers so much harass and utility at the same time.
It's just so good.
Now, I was going to ask about Centaur. Do they go Blink first or they go Hood first? But this Centaur has neither.
He's so
He does have a smoke, and he's running to... Oh, a Dazzle's not the kill they want. They want something bigger. Oh, they want something way bigger than this. They're going to use Stampede. Dazzle's going to die in the backline, and there's a Phoenix Egg, dodges the Who Stomp. Now, they don't want to fight. There's a Boundless Strike into a call. Perfect setup to get the Meepo caught out bottom. He's taken out. Phoenix wants more. He Icarus dives in. They found the Mirana. Does Mirana have any leaps? She has one leap, but no mana for it. Ursa's... Oh, it's just a bloodbath. And now Vengeful made the mistake of showing. Everyone is just collapsing on her. Clicking on Vengeful. They don't need to do anything. A call with creeps on him. Axe is just going to cut her right up. Ursa's going to slice open the creeps. And now the Carleton's base is wide open.
Yeah, this is looking really rough. 17,000 goldie. We're almost at that 1,000 per minute, and I mean, we can just take a look. There wasn't at any point in this game where Carleton kind of had that gold lead or experience lead. So,
oh, Axe could have got that call. He didn't max range the blink. He could have got that call and got Juggernaut bottom lane. He was spin TPing.
I did not even see that.
He was like, yeah, his Berserker's call was like a fraction of a second late, but he was right on top of him rather than max ranging the blink.
I mean, your Meepo has only a blink, right? At 20 minutes into the game, he's
the blink reveal coming out. Well, let's see. Maybe like his Meepo can he still has a lot of damage.
He does. It's just so hard to play Meepo
pick
into this lineup.
He needs solo pick on not Axe, not anyone standing near a Dazzle, not Ursa. It has to be Phoenix or Monkey King he finds. Even then, Monkey King has 14k HP and a stun. He has to kill Phoenix. Is the only one Meepo can get.
Top lane though. Monkey King's ult summons tons of Monkey Kings apparently, but Juggernaut finds the kill.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he Omni Slashed to avoid damage. Now there's a Hoof Stomp on Axe. Centaur ult, they're just gonna run. Even with the man up, actually there's the Juggernaut gets taken down. He gets absolutely melted. University of Toronto's on the offensive. Centaur's surrounded here. He's waiting for his blink to come up. Just kidding, he doesn't have a blink. He's just juking away. There's the Hoof Stomp on Dazzle. They're able to stop him. There's a call. Axe is gonna lock the Centaur down and set him up for Ursa to destroy.
Every time an ability is used, I keep seeing more and more weird bugs.
You see the
health bars?
On Sunray?
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool because it kind of gives you an idea of how the spell was coded. I think you're just moving around a unit. And there's just a beam between Phoenix and the unit. Okay. Well,
there's gonna heal up.
Axe, Ursa.
No, not gonna find him.
Oh, failed initiation. There's an arrow. Hits Ursa. Does he care? Ooh! He just leveled the whole base with that tower.
Yeah, oh my goodness. It's back
now
though.
Another missed call. There's the egg. It's going to force him back. Are we going to see...
This Meepo is so
Meepo. And that's game. No buyback. They definitely get this racked. They could go for more.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way to stop it at this point. This Dazzle and Sunray sustain is just too much. They're just sitting in the base full health and they don't have enough damage to take out any of these heroes.
And like, how do they fight? They have no initiation. They need to have like Stampede initiate or Arrow. Stampede's up now. But like they're initiating into Shallow Grave.
Yeah, you don't have a blink on this Centaur either. Juggernaut just bottom farming, but... And
Arrow is pretty... Everyone groups up for the Sun Rays. All 30 of those. There we go. Stampede doing nothing. Hoof Stomp's gonna slow them down, but Moran is already dead. Bop back. They want to go for the Ursa, who's very low, but he's running away. Swap back into Wukong's command. He enrages, absolutely shreds the Vengeful Spirit, and then walks away with his sunglasses on.
And GG's called.
GG, well played.
Yeah, they just know there's no stopping this. They're already 24,000 gold behind.
That's University of Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto they pick really strong lanes and punish them very hard with it.
You called that from the get-go. Win the lane, just snooze through the game.
Yeah, that game seemed like it was kind of a little bit of an outdraft. Obviously, I think Carleton wanted to try something a little bit cheeky with the Meepo pick, but the last pick Monkey King is just too good for them to deal with.
Monkey King was like, what does Meepo do against? Like, if a hero's near Dazzle, Meepo can't jump it. If a hero like Axe can call, Ursa just kills the Meepo, Monkey King stuns the Meepo, and like Meepo hates AoE stun.
Yep, there's just a lot in it. There's just a lot of things.
I wanted to believe Ricky, but there was just too many tools.
Yeah, I mean it's an interesting game. We will be going into game number 2 here in just a moment. So please stick with us and we'll be right back.
See you guys soon.